Hi, it's Shelly again, and I'm gonna finish my little book haul here. I put a cough drop in because I keep coughing because my throat's so dry from talking. So hopefully that won't be so too annoying. Anyway, um, I we have a place here in town, and I live in Missouri. I live in Joplin, Missouri. And even if you don't know much about Missouri, I'm sure you've heard of Joplin, Missouri because of the big tornado that we had a couple of years ago. We were lucky that we were about a half a mile out of the path of that tornado. But everybody seems to know where Joplin is. So, anyways, that's where I live. In Joplin, we have a big, I guess you would call it a media superstore type place. So they have, you can rent movies, you can buy movies, you can rent video games, you can buy video games, you can't rent books, but you can buy books, you can sell books. So they sell used books, but they sell new books. It's just a great big huge place. They have, um, what do you call them, like action figures for, like Doctor Who and comic books and all that kind of thing. We actually have two of them, but we have a really big one in the mall, and they always have tons and tons of books. And they run these deals where they'll have boxes of bargain books, like just little paperbacks. And I probably have a ton of those that I didn't pull out for this haul because I've gotten so many recently. And a lot of those are for series that I have on my Kindle and I enjoyed and I want to start collecting the books. I have the Lords of not they're by Gina Showalter. The Lords of I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, so those I buy when I find them. Um, the Dark Hunter series by Sherilyn Kenyon. If I find any of those, I'll buy them. And there's a couple others like that have like long running series. And if I find any of this, I'll find those type of paperbacks. I can find 3 for $1 sometimes. So I'll always grab those whenever I can. But they also do buy two get one free pre-owned books or previously whatever, books that people have gone in and sold. So I've been buying those when I find them really cheap, and I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this author. I'm sure somebody has. Arturo Perez Reverte, and I'm sure that I'm not saying that right. But if you look at the tag here, I got this for $1.50. This is a hardback book, and I don't know why I keep buying him. And it's kind of like this one back here, this Raymond Corey. I have a bunch of his because, I don't know, they just look good. Templar, I mean, anything that has Templar in it, I've been buying that series. I don't even know if it's a series, but I've been buying a bunch of his books. But this one, the Cavalier in the Yellow Doublet, I don't know, it was $1.50. So I thought, I don't know why. I just thought it might be kind of good. But actually, now that I look at this, it looks like it might be part of a series. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to check into that. But the reason that I bought that is because we watched a movie, an old movie, actually, with Johnny Depp, and I believe it was called The Ninth Gate. And I'll have to look that up, and I'll put a little thing up here if it's not the right one. But it's called, I think it was The Ninth Gate, and it was a good movie, but it was really confusing, and the ending was just not a good. I mean, it was just kind of one of those real obscure kind of deals. So this is the book that movie was based on. So I bought this because I wanted to figure out what happened in the movie, basically. So every time I see his books, I've just been buying them. So I got that one for $1.50. I also got this one, and that just looks like a cool cover to me. The Painter of Battles by the same guy. Another $1.50 book. And these have the little remainder mark. And the other one has that too. But other than that, I mean, it's got a little bit of a, messed up cover. But other than that, they're good shape hardback books. And I mean, $1.50 for a hardback, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. So that one's pretty hard to pass up. And then we have Dollar Trees here. And at the Dollar Tree, you can get everything as $1. They have food. They have, home stuff, kitchen stuff, gift bags, cards, that kind of thing. Toys, office supplies. But they also have books. and they have a pretty good sized book section actually, and they typically every couple of weeks they'll shuffle their stock out, and sometimes I'll see a book there over and over again, but I'll go check every couple of weeks just to see what they have, and I was able to get this. The Physics Book of Deliverance Dane by Catherine Howe. I actually have this for my Kindle. I got it really cheap at some point, and I got this for $1. You can see there's no remainder mark, and it has deckled edges. So, I mean, I don't really know. It's about history, and I don't really know. I'm assuming by the title that it's something about witches, possibly. I don't know. Yeah, it's in Salem, so yeah, something about witches. But anyways, this looks really good. Okay, I also got this. Put it there. Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill, and you may know that he wrote a book called Horns, and I think it might be young adult. I'm not sure. But they're making a movie about it right now. I haven't read that yet. I do have it on my Kindle. I just haven't read it. But Joe Hill, this is the first edition cover, and this is supposed to be like super scary. I don't know. I haven't read a whole lot about it, but I do know if you look at his picture here in the back, look familiar? He's Stephen King's son. So, and he does his dedication for this book is to his dad. So I actually have this is going to be one of my next reads because I think it'll be a good Halloween scary read. This one I also got probably at Vintage Stock, and it was really cheap, and I saw that cover, The Gargoyle by Andrew Davidson, and I was watching BookTuber book hauls the other day, and I saw this one on someone else's BookTube, and I was like, oh, that's cool because I have that, and I have already read this, and this one has a really cool cover. I don't know about you, but I take these sleeves off when I read hardbacks because it's easier, and I don't like for the sleeves to get all torn up, but this has got a really pretty fiery heart cover. And this book, I read it actually pretty quickly, but I don't even know how to describe it. I want to review it at some point, but it's one of those that I'm not really sure how I'm going to review it because it's really, really hard to explain. So, anyway, here's another one that I got at Vintage Stock for 99 cents. This one does have a remainder mark on the top too. But Peter Straub, A Dark Matter, and Peter Straub writes a series with Stephen King, I believe. And this, I'm assuming, I don't know, I got it because I just thought the cover looked cool, and I knew the name Peter Straub. So, it's horror. I'm sure it's horror. So that might be another good Halloween read. And then here's some more I got at Dollar Tree. Typically I will buy hardbacks, but I did get these two. The Rosetta Key, by William Dietrich. And sometimes you just see a cover and it looks cool. And this is about like Barbary pirates or something like that. So it's historic. The year is 1977, it says. So, that one looks like it might be kind of good. Something about the Holy Land. I don't know. It looks kind of good. So, I got that. And then this one is Last Known Address by Teresa Schwegel. And it's a female cop is on the hunt for one of Chicago's most dangerous sex criminals in this heart-stopping thriller from Edgar Award-winning author Teresa Schwegel. So, it's I don't know. It looks good. Detective type, whatever. And then I got this one, Winterland by Alan Glenn, and the cover looks really super cool, and that's why I bought it. And sometimes covers are cooler than the books, because I was reading the inside. I should read the inside before I buy them, but it says, Winterland is a blistering, unputdownable novel about power, lies, and the corrupting influence of money. It is the first in a series on the dark and clandestine underside of globalization and announces a compelling new voice in contemporary crime writing. So I don't know. It might be good. A crime novel. I like those. I'm pretty broad when it comes to what kind of things I like, so we'll see. Wonderland. The cover looks cool. And then I got this one, Beautiful Assassin by Michael White, author of The Soul Catcher. And this one actually looks really good. A breathtaking tale of love, loyalty, and intrigue set in the early days of World War II from the acclaimed New York Times notable book author of Soul Catcher. So I don't know. It's deckled edges. I got it for $1, so I don't know. We'll see. And then this one looks awesome. Directive 51 by John Barnes. It's a techno thriller, it says. I don't know. The cover looks really cool though. It's almost like a dystopian type cover. So I don't know. Hopefully that one will be good. It's a pretty thick book. So we'll see. I'm hoping that one's a good one. And then this from Dollar Tree. Love Lifted Me by Sarah Evans with Rachel Huck, and that's multi-platinum recording artist Sarah Evans. But this is, I was like, I don't know. It looks cool, and it's a hardcover that's a printed hardcover. It doesn't have like a sleeve. It's actually printed on the hardcover. But it's actually, it's a romance novel, so it's not, you know, a true story or anything, which I buy those every once in a while, but it's a romance novel, so hopefully that'll be good. I mean, it's Sarah Evans and it cost $1, so. And then this one is the last one I've got. Stieg Larsson, The Real Story of the Man Who Played with Fire by Jan Erik Peterson. And Stieg Larsson wrote the Millennium Trilogy, The Girl Who Played with Fire. I don't know if that was the first book or not. But The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Girl Who Played with Fire, The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. Anyway, those 3 books are so good. You have to get past a little bit of, well, not a little bit, it's a lot of financial stuff at the beginning. But when you get into the heart of the stories, it's a really, really good story. But this is about the man who wrote that. It's a biography of Stieg Larsson. So I loved those books. And he actually was working on another book, I believe, when he died. And that would have been awesome if he could have written the other book. But I think it might be interesting. And I don't read a lot of these biographies or autobiographies. So this one may be one that will be good. Maybe give a little insight into why he wrote the stories that he did. Anyway, so that's my bargain / thrift book haul. And it's been probably about 6 weeks or so since I've done. I normally do stacking the shelves post on my blog, and I wait until I have like a pretty good stash of books, and then I kind of just stop doing them. So I may just bring that over to here and do book hauls from now on and just do those because it's kind of fun to show the books. So anyways, hopefully my snipping and my coughing and all of that wasn't too annoying. And I hope that you will stay tuned and see what I've got in store for you. Okay, thanks for watching.